In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a pencil texture collage from various objects that you can find around you. Texture is the way that something feels. For this project, use thinner copy paper rather than heavyweight paper, and use a regular pencil. We're going to be using the side of a pencil, so it's better if there is nice sharp graphite on the end, so that you can press with the side of it. I'm not sure that mechanical pencils will work so well for this process. Next, you're going to go on a scavenger hunt and look for various objects that have a coarse texture. I found this metal piece of mesh just laying around my house, so I'm putting it underneath my paper, pressing it flat, and then notice I'm using the side of my pencil and rubbing the graphite to reveal the texture of this metal mesh through the paper. So I'm starting lightly, and then you can see how the effect changes as you press a little bit harder to get even more defined texture. So a collage is a collection of items all together. Elements can overlap and fill in spaces. So have a bit of fun while you're looking around for things that have texture. My next object is a cap from the top of a spray can, and the text and the icons have a little bit of a raised texture on the top. So I'm going to imprint that into my collage next. My next object is one of those wristbands that I got from a glassblowing event. So it has some text on it that is a little bit recessed, or it's inside of the band. So some objects are a little bit trickier to get the texture, but I'm just trying this one because I know a lot of people have these types of bands. Smaller objects like this can be a little bit tricky to hold in place for the rubbing. So think about different types of objects that have texture around you. You can get some pretty cool rubbings from bricks, from the wood grain on door panels, from picture frames, different items in your pantry, other kinds of tools, tool chests, anything that's kind of laying around that has a rigid texture. I collect some pretty strange objects, so my next item is the inside of a paper wasp hive, just a small section of one. Don't worry, there are no wasps in it anymore. They left long before I received it, but I love the inside texture of a wasp hive. They have these fascinating little cells that are little tiny hexagons, kind of like the inside of a beehive, but there's no honey on the inside, obviously, because they're wasps. So if you have access to one that doesn't have wasps in it, for one, I highly recommend picking one up because they're so cool to look at and, study. It is in the name of art and science. Put that on a t-shirt. So good luck, have some fun, and thank you all so much for watching this Hammer Time production. I will see you next time.